members of the university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the university to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony. And in welcoming you, we acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which the university now stands. As you know, the university has a very proud tradition of diversity and inclusivity, and it is a culture we all value and seek to maintain. So we're here today to witness the conferring of degrees. Graduation ceremonies are very special occasions. I'm sure you don't go to them every day, and they celebrate important things: achievement of goals, intellectual success, commitment, self-discipline, hard work, and some measure of financial sacrifice. So all of you about to receive awards today, you have every right to be proud of yourselves, and I congratulate each and every one of you. I'd also like to congratulate members of the families who are here today sitting behind you. I know that some of the credit for your success actually belongs to your family. You have, I'm sure, not only provided financial, but emotional assistance, encouragement and support, and you too should feel very proud of the achievements that we are marking today. It's not often in life that we stop and really celebrate the achievements of those we love, but today is just that sort of day, and I would encourage you all to embrace the occasion, celebrate, enjoy this ceremony, and then hopefully celebrate after, whether it's at lunch or dinner or all weekend. I'd like to remind all of you about to receive awards that at the same time as being admitted to your degree, you become an alumnus of this university, and that relationship between the university and you now as graduates out there is an extremely important one. Your success in life will in some way actually affect the ongoing success of the university, because we are graded by what our students do and their success in their careers. And you will benefit in terms of the value of your degree and how it's perceived by the workforce and your employers as this university continues to prosper. So it's very interdependent, and I hope that you will stay very close to the university. Join the Alumni Association as a first step, but also let us know what you're doing. Stay on, sort of email, database, all those sorts of things, and let us know how you are progressing, because we are vitally interested in your future careers. Most of you have received help not only from your family, but from your community. And I often meet graduates who, 20 or 30 years after their graduation, make contact again or come back and see us and say, I've had a fabulous career, but I'd really like to now give back into community. Have you got suggestions? And my advice to you is that's wonderful, but don't wait that 20 or 30 years. As soon as you launch forth now, even if you haven't been involved to date, do something with community. You've got valuable degrees, you've got valuable talents. Find a way to integrate doing something with community, with your lives, with your careers, and you will find it will benefit you. Not only will it give you a great deal of satisfaction, but it will also benefit your career in terms of networks, contacts, additional things that people will see that you are interested in. So community and volunteering for community, contributing to community, whether it's sporting, cultural, environmental, whatever it is, associations are very important that you contribute, in my opinion. I have actually just come back from a visit, a bit of a vacation, but also a work visit to Israel, looking at that startup nation. And what is it that drives the number of startups? And I think it's something that I know our guest speaker is a key example of somebody in that space of the current generation of technology and forward-thinking innovation and creativity. But I think that is obviously the challenge for the future of how all of you as young graduates, but with outstanding degrees and talents that are relevant to the future, can adapt and innovate. And whether it's an actual startup or it's just being responsive to that startup mentality, will be open to new challenges, because you have been prepared for an exciting future, and it's that future you have to grab with two hands and make the most of. So the university and your dedicated and talented teachers who are represented behind me, your families, and you through your own endeavours will create this exciting path for the future for each of you. And I hope you make the most of it and, as I said, contribute to a better world, but also have fun. So can I now resume the more formal part of today's ceremony and call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Professor Mark Hoffman.
Will the candidates for admission to awards please stand? Deputy Chancellor, I present to you the candidates for admission to awards.
So in the name of the Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor, I admit you to the awards for which you are qualified.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you from the Faculty of Engineering for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Bioinformatics, Tilak Shang Jayamohan. Shu Lun Shannon Kwon. Godlin Rajendran. Jyotini Nelly Sivananthan. Cheng Zhang. In Chemical Engineering, with Honours Class 1, Dong Quan Lim. In Computer Engineering, Luna Pradhananga. Yaosheng Yang. With Honours Class 2 Division 2, Nicholas Figuera. Nadapon Rangsiyakul. With Honours Class 2 Division 1, Andrew Alexander Remus. Saga Sethi. Richard Jung. Jeffrey Wenji Zhu. With Honours Class 1, Dan Samuel Swiss. Julius Arden Teal. In Petroleum Engineering, Mohammed Khairul Hamizan Haji Abdullah Kadir. In Software Engineering, Dhruv Bhatnagar. Cheryl Shi. Yi Tsu Tsai. With Honours Class 2 Division 1, Wendy Lim. Kenny Chim. Nikul Suresh. Christopher Tinloy. With Honours Class 1, Jaden Kyle Ashmore. Stephen Baskin. Jiashu Chen. Christopher James Robert Marwick. Rudy Ponomo. Stephen Rue. Theodora Heiting Tse. Albert Kwahu Wang. Aaron James Wood. For the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Engineering in Software Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Khan Gaurav Agrawal. Hariharan Virakumar. With Honours Class 1, George El Bustani. Vincent Chinkit Wong. Bachelor of Commerce with Distinction and Bachelor of Engineering in Software Engineering with Honours Class 1, Garson Zhong. For the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering in Software Engineering with Honours Class 1 and Bachelor of Science, Christopher Quentin Manouvrier. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science, Blake Ambrose. Yu-Sing Chan. Daniel Chow Chen. Ernest Manwei Chu. Adam Julian Chib. Christopher James DeBella. Stephen Falconieri. Maxwell Christopher Fox. Stephen Mark Gallagher. Lan Gao. Andrew Gusali. Ka Shun Kenny Ho. Liu Tian Ching Huang. Anshul Jain. Gina Georgieva Jordanova. Andrew Seung Won Lee. Jia Long Liu. David Matthew Wai Hua Lozaga. Yihan Liu. Shiru Lo. Christopher Charles Mann. Jake Harrison Murphy. Andrea Leanne Ulrich. Jeremy Adam Ortiz. Aaron Ramshaw. Bob Young Rao. Ron Schwartzman. Nara So. Josephine Joyce Sawanto. Joshua Andrew Tang. Patrick Robert William Teen. Marin Tomacic. Vincent Tran. Godfrey Truong. Thomas Manlok Sung. Christopher Sidney Tse. Neil Jared van der Westhuizen. Anthony Lloyd Ward. Nelson Wei Lung Wee. Reese David Wilson. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Computer Science with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Luke Thomas Solomon. Richard Zhong Hua Wang. With Honours Class 2 Division 1, Luke Patrick Craig Pearson. For the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Digital Media, Ching Wei Stephen Leung. Charlotte Lim. Shakar Maharaj. Michelle Ka Yan Yung. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Biomedical Engineering, Marcel Stefan Juliard. Tao Wang. In Information Technology, Ran Wei. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the degrees of Master of Biomedical Engineering and Bachelor of Engineering in Bioinformatics with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Hamza Mohammed Shaib. For the award of the degrees of Master of Biomedical Engineering and Bachelor of Engineering in Bioinformatics with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, Vivian Huyen Yen Ho. Master of Biomedical Engineering and Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Yonghao Gu. With Honours Class 1, Xiao Yuan Jiang. Ha Na Kim. Parama Somprakit. Richard Ryu Kui Zhang. In Electrical Engineering with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Huang Fuong Lian Tan. With Honours Class 2 Division 1, Bo Yuan Liu. With Honours Class 1, Yisong Daniel Yang. In Mechanical Engineering, Richard James Oldfield. With Honours Class 2 Division 2, Daniel Norman Glazer. Ankit Sharma. With Honours Class 2 Division 1, Nicholas James Mealy. Michael Huan Phuc Nguyen. With Honours Class 1, Lucy Elizabeth Armitage. Javan Arulam Palam. Zoe Sylvia Hart. David Jeffrey Moyle. In Mechatronic Engineering, with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Scott Alexander Colleen Wandel. With Honours Class 2, Division 1, Kieran Yanki Lau. With Honours Class 1, Raymond Kwong Yang Chia. Tim Lee. Jane Liu. William Lowe. For the award of the degree of Master of Biomedical Engineering, Yuan Yi Chu. Dimitri Joseph Pereira. Xiao Chen Ren. For the award of the degree of Master of Engineering Science in Biomedical Engineering, Mohammed Babika Abdul Rahman Saad. Hardik Vishnoi. For the award of the degree of Master of Information Technology, Bayan Mashal Hussein Al-Shabi. Christabella Chiquita Bastian. Wenle Chen. Jonian Demiri. Albert Yu Lin Ho. Yu Yuan Huang. Lingqi Xia. Dennis Shihan Kao. Samuel Law. Kai Lee. Ming Tian Lee. Xiang Yu Li. Nutsi Liang. Shui Yao Liu. Xiao Jun Ma. Michael Leslie McDonald. Shiji Mei. Juan Ignacio Mignacho Fernandez. Jiang Quan. Jiang Qiang Sun. Udiksh Tuwani. Manghan Wang. Xu Yan. Jinyang Yuan. Ahmed Mohammed Zaidan. Amjad Mohammed Zaidan. Jingyun Zhang. Ji Jiao. Jun Ju. Wenji Quinn. Ji Kao Kui. Deputy Chancellor, we have now arrived at the first PhD graduates in this ceremony. It is worth mentioning to the audience that as a PhD graduate crosses the stage to receive their degree, his or her PhD supervisors, if present on stage, will also stand so that we can recognise their contribution towards this achievement. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering for a thesis entitled The Role of CSPG4 and Pelican in Cancer Potential Targets for Drug Therapy, Feng Ying Tang. For a thesis entitled Investigation of Cerium Oxide Nanoparticles as a Targeted Therapeutic in Human Cancer Cells, James Alexander Vassie. For a thesis entitled Short and Long-Term Immobilisation on the Lumbar Spinal Joints, an experimental study using large animal model, Tian Wang. Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science and Engineering, for a thesis entitled Dynamic Adaptation of HTT-based Video Streaming Using Markov Decision Process, Ayub Bokhani. And for a thesis entitled Energy Efficient Human Activity Recognition for Wearable Devices, Sarah Mohammed Shoki Mohammed Khalifa. And for a thesis entitled Optimising Purely Functional GPU Programs, Trevor Lee McDonnell. For a thesis entitled Building High Assurance Secure Applications Using Security Patterns for Capability-Based Platforms, Paul Rimba. For a thesis entitled Automatic Device Driver Synthesis, Adam Christopher Walker. For a thesis entitled Influence Computation in Spatial Databases, Shi-Yu Young. Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering under joint supervision with the University of Birmingham. For a thesis entitled Microneedles Fabrication for Subcutaneous Fluid Sampling and Drug Transfer, Zara Faraji Rad.
Well, I think it's lovely for everyone to receive their degrees, but then as we build up to the PhD students who've been, many of them studying, I've been asking them between 4 and 5 years. I think that's a pretty exceptional achievement, and so we're very proud of all of you, and I hope that you, although you each only had a brief moment up there, I hope you enjoyed the whole experience of everyone receiving their degrees together. We, of course, have come to the time of the graduation ceremony where we hear from an eminent member of the community. And we're very fortunate today for the occasional address to be delivered by Ms. Sally Ann Williams. And as I spoke earlier about the whole startup technology innovation space, Sally Ann is exactly in that space, and I think you're going to find her remarks very interesting. She's the Engineering Community and Outreach Manager for Google Australia, responsible for a broad portfolio of programs, including leading Google's efforts in CS and in STEM education and outreach, research collaborations with universities, and entrepreneurship and startup engagement. And in that role, she manages over 55 partnerships and programs designed to inspire students, equip teachers, connect the community to the possible careers in computer science, and most recently, this work has led to national implementation strategies to support ACARA's digital technology curriculum and help position Australia as a nation of innovators. And of course, that's what we want you all to be. It's the only way we're going to be a smart country is if you all deliver. So, expectations are very high. In her role with the startup community, she manages partnerships, as I said, collaborates with co-working spaces, incubators, accelerators, universities, and the public sector to grow the whole ecosystem. And prior to joining Google 9 years ago, Sally-Anne worked in several Australian tertiary institutions in a range of academic and academic administration roles, spanning executive education, public sector management, research, postgrad degrees, and tertiary management. And she herself holds an undergraduate and research master's degree and several postgrad qualifications. She's a board member of Fishburners, Australia's largest co-working space, serves on the advisory boards of Inspiring Rare Birds Digital Careers and several national task forces on STEM education. She also serves on industry advisory boards of several Go8 university faculties. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very interesting person to speak to you today about her own journey and her views on the startup ecosystem that we are desperately keen to grow in this country for our future. So please put your hands together to welcome Sally-Anne.
Deputy Chancellor, Dean, distinguished guests, graduating students, supportive and probably relieved families, congratulations. You've made it, it's a huge effort. And even though it was a few years ago, I kind of remember sitting in your space thinking, wow, I can't believe one journey is over and another one started. And so please take a moment today to reflect on the last few years and everything that you have achieved, because it is something to be really proud of. I hope that your time at university has enriched your mind with knowledge, your heart with passion, and most of all, your hands with an ability to make a mark on the world. As you embark on your journey into the professional world, I want to share with you a little bit about my journey and some of my insights. But before I get into that, I have a bit of a confession to make. I'm actually shaking. I'm terrified of giving this speech today. And it's not because it's the first speech I've given. I've done many, and I've done many keynotes, but it's the first time that I've ever given a graduation address. And I was asked to impart some wisdom, to give you hope, to share my journey, and to be inspirational, sharing my life lessons. So nothing to be absolutely terrified about, right? But I am. And if I'm really honest, my first thought when I was invited to do this was to actually shut the email, reopen it, reread it, and I thought it was addressed to my boss and not to me. Who am I? What could I have possibly have done or achieved in my life to receive an honour of actually addressing you on a day that is actually so significant and important in your life? But my second thought is one of my life lessons was to quickly say yes and to lay the blame firmly at the feet of the person who invited me if it all goes horribly wrong. So Maury, if I'm terrible at this, you only have yourself to blame. Sorry. My next thought right after that, being a good Googler, was to go, oh crap, what do I do? Well, it turns out you can Google how to give a graduation address, and there's even a WikiHow on how to do it. And so I spent several hours reading speeches from every genius who's ever lived, and watching everyone who is anyone on YouTube giving graduation addresses. And after that, I decided I was even more terrified, and there was absolutely no way I could ever emulate them, and that the best course of action would to be fall back onto my default, which has served me well in life so far, and to be myself. And so everything I'm about to say comes from a place of authenticity, and it is an important life lesson that I've learnt, and I keep on learning and am learning right in this moment. So what does that moment of self-doubt have to do with the lessons learned since graduation and advice to you today? So 2 things. First, do not let doubt hold you back, ever. Doubt will rob you of both opportunity and experience if you let it. and don't let it take these things from you. The second thing is to say yes to unexpected opportunities, especially when they terrify you. It's the unexpected opportunities in life that bring you the greatest challenges and the greatest potential for self-development and growth. So let's see. Don't let doubt hold you back and say yes to unexpected opportunities. That kind of explains why I said yes to today. So who am I? I'm just a small town girl living in a lonely world on a midnight train going anywhere. And the fact that you're laughing means you don't need to ask your parents where those lines come from, but for those of you who don't know, from an 80s pop song from the band Journey, Google it later, you can watch the Glee episode. The reality is that they're actually a bit of the anthem of my life and my experience. So growing up in a very small town to parents who owned a fruit and vegetable shop, with a much older brother and sister who worked in a bank and a fruit shop, I didn't really know what the opportunities had for me in the future, and I couldn't imagine where I would be in life or where I would be today. In my family, my life was a life of firsts. I was the first in my family to finish high school. I was the first one to go to university. I was the first one to do a postgraduate degree. I had wonderful support. I was always told you could do anything you wanted. You're smart. You can do anything you want if you just work for it, which is wonderful advice, however, not very prescriptive or helpful when you're trying to figure out your life's destination at 16. And I remember the time, I remember the anxiety, I remember how worried I was about getting it wrong, and I was terrified because being first meant I had no roadmap to follow and no advice to heed. What if I picked the wrong degree? What if I picked the wrong university? What if I moved to the wrong place? How would I ever be fulfilled and find a meaningful career? And you only get one chance at this thing called life, right? The thing is, I didn't have that experience only at 16. I repeated it at 20 when I was graduating from my undergraduate degree. I repeated it again at 22 when I was completing my postgraduate degree and sitting in my graduation ceremony. I had 2 pieces of paper by that stage, so a bit of evidence that I have a brain and know how to use it, but I still didn't know what I wanted to do in life, and I was desperately afraid of making the wrong choices and getting it wrong. I mean, what would happen if I made a mistake and ended up at the wrong destination? I suspect some of you, from hearing the conversations I had as you were awarded your degrees and asked what it is that you're doing and congratulated, and there was a variety of answers that I could overhear. I suspect some of you today might relate to some of that. I think some of you have started jobs, great jobs. Some of you are going to be really happy about that. Some of you are probably coming to the slow realisation that you're not. Some of you haven't found work yet. And some of you might be struggling with the realisation that you don't know what you should be doing. And even if you did, you have absolutely no idea of how to take the first step to get there. Well, there's some great news for you today. You're not alone. I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up, even after 9 years at Google. I have absolutely no idea of what my 5-year plan is or where I'm going to end up tomorrow, and you have absolutely no idea what the future has in store for you. You cannot possibly know everything, and it's okay. It's absolutely okay. The challenge that we have is we're programmed to believe in a destination. Everything that we do in life points towards it. We complete kindergarten and preschool, which leads us to primary school leads to high school to university, and university is meant to deliver us to the start of our chosen career, where we climb the corporate ladder and achieve glorious success. The thing is, your job, what you do from here, isn't a destination, and it's absolutely not a fixed point where you can finally get to and shout, "I've arrived." And there isn't a right journey to be on. It's estimated that most graduates today, so this is you, all of you, will have as many as 8 different careers in your lifetime. That's not jobs, that's actually careers and transitions. And for those of you who that might sound a little scary, I want to just say to you, how exciting is that? That means you have 8 different times to transition and experience things that you can't even possibly imagine right now. It means what you think you know today about your future is likely wrong. because you can't possibly know the full extent of the opportunities that are going to be offered to you, let alone the ones that you are going to create for yourselves, particularly for those of you who do choose a startup walk. When I finished my degree, there was absolutely no way that I could have predicted that one day I would end up working for one of the largest software engineering companies in the world. And it's not just because Google didn't exist back then. I didn't actually even own a computer at that point when I graduated from my undergraduate degree, let alone know how to build one or how to code. I was firmly convinced that my career would be anchored in Japan and in international relations. But it's only been since saying yes to a series of very unexpected experiences and opportunities that terrified me and excited me at the same time that I actually learnt and developed the skills and the passion that I have for the industry that I now work in. So you can't get it wrong. Saying yes to things made me incredibly uncomfortable along the way, and especially where I felt I was the most inexperienced person in the room. But what it did was it allowed me to explore opportunities in a technical world that I actually found a home in, and I found that I loved, and it caused me to thrive. When I graduated, I couldn't have imagined at that point in time that I would be managing multiple portfolios that would see me having a positive impact on STEM, science, technology and engineering, maths education in Australia and New Zealand. I never dreamed that I would be investing in truly pioneering research and programs that are literally changing the world that we are living in. And I had absolutely no idea that some of Australia's best known entrepreneurs would be my best friends or become great friends. I mean, I'm just a small town girl, and I didn't actually even study the right degree to be doing what I do now, and the job didn't even exist. The thing I've learnt since graduation is you have to really stop seeing your career as a destination and start thinking about it as a journey, and a journey brings along a lot of unexpected challenges and opportunities. And it's when you take your eyes off what you think your destination is that you begin to see more opportunities in front of you than what you can possibly imagine. It was absolutely not my dream when I graduated to work at Google or to do the work that I'm doing right now. Neither the company nor the role existed, and they didn't exist for a very, very long time. So how could I possibly have conceived it? How could I possibly have put my energy towards doing it and to moving in that direction? Choosing to stop worrying about my destination opened me up to some pretty wild and crazy opportunities, and it allowed me to experience life and learn skills that I hadn't actually planned for. Things that have contributed to who I am as a person today and to who I am going to be and what I'm capable of tomorrow. Saying yes to opportunities that make you uncomfortable is the only pathway to growth. The obvious opportunities that might be in front of you right now are the things that you're actually ready for. They're the things that you can achieve, and they're well within your capabilities and comfort zones. You've been prepared for these things, and it's wonderful to consider them and to move into those. The thing is, though, that there's actually a lot more to life and a lot more to your journey and to your career than that. I want to encourage you to embrace discomfort. Discomfort leads to change, change leads to growth, and growth doesn't have a fixed end point. It only has endless potential that you can direct and point in many different directions. So today, for those of you who think you know the destination that you're headed for, in the short term, you might actually be right, because you've spent years learning and developing your skills through your education here for this moment. But I want to challenge you that if you're open to it, if you're willing, your education's actually prepared you for something much more than that. It's made you comfortable with the things that you don't know yet. It's made you comfortable with a world that doesn't exist yet. It's made you comfortable with technology that isn't yet created. And I think it's hopefully made you believe that there's a lot more yet to be learned and to know that that journey doesn't actually end. Hopefully, my greatest hope is that it's actually made you realise that you have a role to play in that discovery and creation and creating that future that you want to see. and that if you just say yes to the opportunities that seem a little crazy, that seem a little left of centre and very unplanned for, while acknowledging that they may terrify you, they may also be the very things that brings you the greatest satisfaction and fulfilment in your life's journey. When I set out on my journey, I had absolutely no idea where I would end up. I still don't. Absolute honesty confession, I have no idea what's next for me. But choosing discomfort and being open-minded about direction and the direction I go has led me to a place where I know I'm making a difference in my small corner of the world. And when I reflect back to when I was 16, 20, 22, and probably when I got the email asking me to do this, you know, I was desperately seeking a destination when I was younger, but I didn't realise then what I know now. All I knew then was I wanted to make an impact on the world. I just had no idea on how to do it. I want to end with a little bit of encouragement to you for the unknown future that you're about to embark on, with some wise words from Journey, because, you know, if a song can endure for that long, it's got to have something in it that we should take away and learn from. So from this small town girl in a slightly less lonely world, thank you, Internet, who is still on a train going anywhere, I want to encourage you to don't stop believing. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, believe in the things that you don't yet see in your life yet. Don't stop expecting things that are outside your comfort zone. Don't stop expecting to be surprised and delighted every day. I think if you go into the world with curiosity and wonder and open the expectations of where your career could lead or what it is that you could do in the world, you will actually have a greater impact on it, and you'll enjoy the journey a whole lot more. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Sally Ann. Can I tell you, you needn't have worried so much. Because I think that was very important and valuable advice, to think of it all more as a journey than a destination. And I really wanted to reflect on John Shah, who's a US futurologist who speaks about the future, obviously, and who similarly says the future is not a place you're going to, but one you are creating. And so it's a constant creativity journey. And as Sally Ann has illustrated, if you have that attitude of openness, which I hope you have also had reinforced through your period here and through your degree, that there's so much you know and so much you don't know, and that's the excitement of the future. So thank you for the message, thank you for the reinforcement, and will you put your hands together to have a special thank you? I think you can take that as an endorsement that you can make many more graduation speeches. So I'd also like to just thank and recognise the contribution of Emeritus Professor Phil Waite, but it's not Phil Waite, it is Phil Waite, who's with us to fill the important role of mace bearer at this ceremony. And thank you so much. I know we've got a few more to do this week. And that will give you additional strength for other things that you might have on the agenda. I'd now like to invite Professor Mark Hoffman to make a few concluding remarks.
Thank you, Deputy Chancellor. Graduation ceremonies like today's happen because of the achievements of our graduates. But they're also the result of the skill and hard work of members of the university staff. I know those of you who are graduating today and your families would wish to join me to thank those who have made this event possible. I believe that we should recognise the indispensable role of families and friends in helping to bring the new graduates to this day of triumph. It is wonderful seeing so many of you here today to share in the rightful sense of achievement of your loved ones. You have been generous in your applause as the new graduates have come forward to receive their testimony, and I'm now going to ask the new graduates to return the compliment. Would all of those of you who have graduated today please stand and face your families? Please thank your families and friends by clapping. And then salute them by raising your hat. Please turn around and take your seat. This brings to an end the formal proceedings of the graduation ceremony. Would the audience please stand while the official party leaves the auditorium?